All right, in this video, we're going to cover the slider. Slider's a little bit unique, but it's actually really cool, and you've probably seen it 1,000 times. Let's go ahead and make our variable. We're going to make a double, and let's go ahead and make our function. Let's set this to private, just in case. And we're just simply setting the state. Now, this is where the interesting bit's really going to happen right here in this text widget. We're going to say the value is, and then we want to print a value out. We've got to add some parentheses because we're going to actually create an object in memory here. And we're going to say value times 100, and we want to round that. Now, let's go ahead and add our slider. As you can see, initially it wants a value and an on-change. So we'll say value, and then let's say set value. Hot reload should take place, and here we go. It's pretty simple, just allows the user to select a range of numbers graphically using the slider. Now, if you didn't do round, you're going to have some interesting results here. Let's take that out just so you can see what it looks like. Suddenly, you've got a big double, and it looks kind of ugly. That's why we did the round. Let's go ahead and switch that back. Hot reload should catch up, and there we go. Back to a beautiful number. Now we're going to look at the date picker. This is a little bit more complex, so we got a little bit more code we got to work with here. First thing we need to do is import the async package. Next, let's go ahead and make our variable. And let's make our function. We want a future, and let's call this select date. And this is going to be asynchronous. Very important, do not forget the async keyword or you're going to have a very bad time with this tutorial. So we want datetime picked equal, and we're going to await the show date picker. Notice how we've got some stuff we got to work with here. We've got the context, the initial date, first date, and last date. These are pretty important because without them, you can just kind of run crazy with this thing. So the context, we're just going to say we want this in our current context. The initial date, this is important. What date do we want initially picked? We're going to say new date time now. First date. This is the first date they're allowed to pick. We don't want the user going to the beginning of time. Remember, some of this code will be running on slower cell phones, and we want to make sure that those cell phones aren't going to die trying to generate a date. As crazy as that sounds, it does happen. All right, so we're going to say the farthest back they can go is 2016. I'm currently recording this in 2018. And the last date, we'll say date time. We only want them to be able to go up to 2019. That way they're not going back to the beginning of time, and they're not going out to some weird crazy date like 3030 or something like that. Now we're going to say if picked is not null, then we want to actually set our state. Our state's just simply going to be the string value of the date we picked. Now, in here, we just simply want our value. And let's add a raise button. Let's go ahead and save this. Hot reloading should pick it up. Here's our date picker. Let's test this and try to go back to a really, really early date. You can see how suddenly we can't go earlier than January 2016 because our first date is 2016. And of course, if we were to go all the way out, a whole lot of clicking going on here, we can't go past January 1st, 2019. So our ranges are working. And our initial date is set. It is actually Thursday, April 5th, 2018. So I'm just going to select a date and hit OK. And there it is displayed. Now we're going to take a deeper look at the scaffold object. We've seen it before. We've actually seen it in every single tutorial because it's part of our template. You can see here we have the app bar, here we have the body. It's in our widget build function. Remember, when you see build, it just means we're going to render something on the screen. And what we're going to actually render is, well, the scaffold, because we're returning the scaffold. In the scaffold, we have an app bar and a body. What we're going to focus on is the app bar. We've seen it before. We've seen it every single tutorial, but what does it really do? Other than just, simply displaying text. Well, let's take a look at it and find out. You can see we have a title, and we have a whole lot going on in here. Let's look at the background color, and let's change this to red. And from here, let's actually play around with this a little bit. One thing that I really like is actions. You can see how it's a list of widgets. That's right, widgets, meaning we can put anything we want in here. So let's do that. We're going to make a variable, and we're going to make a couple functions here. We're just going to increment our value, and through the magic of copy and paste here, let's go ahead and add our value in. Very important to say toString, otherwise you're going to get an error. Now, let's make some buttons up in this action. We want an icon button. And let's add another one. And let's change this around a little bit. So as you can see, hot reloading's taken place, and we have changed things. Our app bar is now red, and we have buttons up in the app bar that are, well, you guessed it, fully functional. So the app bar is more than just a simple decoration. You can put anything you want in there, and you can get really creative with this.